The call came the morning after my shift. I was still groggy, the bitter aroma of coffee lingering in the air. "Mr. Cole," the voice said. "I'm calling on behalf of Mrs. Margaret Leland. She passed 3 days ago. You're named her sole beneficiary. I thought it was a prank. I barely knew her, just a quiet, refined woman at table 9 every Thursday. She always ordered tea, never coffee, and left a $100 tip regardless of the bill. You've been left $43 million, he continued. My chest tightened. Impossible. I was just her waiter. A pause. Then the lawyer spoke quietly. She insisted. Said you reminded her of someone. She couldn't sleep, kept picturing you. I remembered. That night, she had stared at me, long and hard, before whispering, "You look just like him." Then that strange, melancholic smile. The next morning, I met the lawyer. His office smelled of cedar and secrets. The inheritance was real, fully legitimate. "Why me?" I asked. She didn't explain much. Only that you should check the safety deposit box at Belcraft Bank. She said you'd understand. Understand? I had lost everything when my wife left: home, dignity, any sense of fairness. This didn't feel like luck. It felt like a trap. The bank manager led me to a small, cold room. Inside, the box held dozens of photographs. First, pictures of me, some recent, some old. Then her, Margaret, standing next to a man who looked exactly like me. Same eyes, same crooked jaw. The back read, Leland, 1985. My father, supposedly dead before I was born. At home, I rifled through the one box of my mother's belongings I had kept. Old letters, bills, and a single photo, my mother holding me as a baby, a man's arm around her shoulder. The face had been torn away. Pieces began connecting where they shouldn't. Margaret wasn't a stranger. She was my grandmother, and someone, my mother, or hers, had wanted this truth buried. The lawyer called again. One more document. Handwritten, 10 years old. If you're reading this, I'm gone. Michael never died. Your mother, Elaine, knew. She took you and vanished. I tried to protect our name. Belcraft executive convicted for embezzlement and homicide. Your father. I left this for redemption. I tracked down Elaine. She was alive, living quietly under a false identity. When she opened the door, her face went pale. You weren't supposed to, she whispered. I slid the bank document across the table. Every cent went to the victim's family. Why? She asked, stunned. It was his, not yours. He took enough already, I said. I left before sunrise. Margaret's fortune was gone. The past gone. Bloodlines meant nothing. Lies lasted generations. I rented a small apartment above the restaurant where it began. Sometimes, while wiping down table 9, I hear her voice. You look just like him. Maybe I do. But I'm not him. And that is finally my inheritance.